One of the rotate options is to rotate something so that it becomes aligned with some other item. For example, you might want to rotate a diagram of a hex nut so that it becomes aligned along a line that is at an odd angle. In this video, I'll show you how to rotate this battery icon so that it becomes aligned at the end of this blue line. This battery icon is made up of 6 polylines, as you can determine if you let the mouse hover over the polylines. When the mouse is hovering over this polyline, the right side of the screen shows that it has 8 links in the polyline chain, and it has an ID number of 10. Now the mouse is hovering over a polyline that has only 1 link in the chain, and it has an ID number of 13. In order to move and rotate this battery icon, the first step is to select all 6 polylines. When the mouse shows the icon Select Items, you can click the left mouse button and draw a box around the polylines. If you notice that the box is not going to completely surround the items, you can click your right mouse button to move the position of the box, and then click the right mouse button again to resume drawing the box. I now have 6 items selected, as you can see by looking at the top of the screen. When the mouse is not hovering over anything in the drawing, it will show the icon Select or Unselect. When the mouse touches one of the selected items, the icon changes to show Move Selected Items. And if you move off of the selected items, the icon goes back to Select or Unselect. And the 3 mouse icons at the lower left corner of the screen show that the left mouse button will select items and the right mouse button will unselect items. So, to move the selected items, all you do is let the mouse hover over the node that you want to grab, and when you see the mouse icon switch to Move Selected Items, you click the left mouse button, and then you can drag the selected items. In this example, I want to drag them over to the end of that blue line. When the mouse is hovering over the end of that blue line, the mouse icon will change to show End Node or possibly Start Node. That lets you realize that the mouse is directly over the node of that polyline. The 3 mouse icons at the lower left corner of the screen shows that clicking the left button will complete this operation. The battery icon is now at the correct location, but it's not at the correct rotational angle. So now I will select the Rotate function. I can either click the Rotate button with the mouse, or since the R is a different color than the other letters, I can press R on the keyboard. For this example, I will select the Rotate to Align with Handle function. I can click that with the left mouse button, or since the R is a different color than the other letters, I could press R on the keyboard. The rotation data fields will then appear along the right side of the screen. These fields are very similar to the rotation fields for the Rotate and Move function, as I described in a different video. The concentric red circles show the center of rotation, and the black circle is the lever that you can use to rotate the items. The center of rotation is in the middle of the battery icon, so if I rotate the lever now, the battery icon rotates around its center. It's also rotating in increments of 5 degrees because the snap checkbox has a check mark in it, and the snap value has been set to 5 degrees. This example does not need to snap in increments, so I will uncheck that box. Now I will move the center of rotation by putting the mouse over the concentric red circles, pressing the left mouse button, and dragging it over to the end of the blue line. The mouse will show the icon End Node when it is over that line. Now when I rotate the lever, the battery icon is rotating around the correct location, but it's not aligning properly with that blue line. This is when you need to use the Handle data field. The handle is similar to a handle of a suitcase. The handle shows MillWrite where to grab the items. So I click the handle data field so that it starts blinking blue, which shows that it is the active data field. And then I click anywhere along the left edge of that battery icon. Since that left edge is a straight line, it does not matter where I click it. If it had been a circular arc, then it would make a difference where on the arc I put the handle. When the mouse icon shows on a link, that means it is directly over one of the links of a polyline chain. So I can click the left button and MillWrite puts the handle on that line. Now when I drag the lever, the battery icon rotates around the center of rotation just as it did before, but this time MillWrite is grabbing the icon at that handle location. So if I move the lever to the blue line, the battery icon aligns perfectly with it. I will know when the lever is on that blue line because the mouse icon will change to show the words on a link. I am finished, so I press the OK button.